Hey players, it's me Ray, back for another game of Marvel Champions. This time it is a handed over segment again, so I'm returning to that where I get to play other content creators' decks, which is pretty cool. So this time around, I have the absolute honor of playing the Charred Gambit's Iceman deck. So huge shout out to the Charred Gambit. Go check out his work online. He's a great content creator. His link will be in the show description. An Iceman protection deck, and I'm going to err on the side of caution. I'm going to take on Klaw just on standard because I have been trying expert and it's been super swingy. Yes, to the point where it's a little bit frustrating. So I want to just have a straightforward match. It is another person's deck, of course, so I'll go through the similarities and differences. This segment is kind of to showcase that how different we all are. I do have a couple of other decks that I'm keen to play from Boom Guy from the Winning Hand, the podcast there. I've got a Star-Lord pool deck, which is crazy. Again, I might have to use standard because I feel like I'm just on my L plates driving and piloting that thing. And Daring Lime, I've got an awesome deck from him, a Jubilee Justice deck, and specifically tailored to take on Nebula. That I did say expert for that, so I might have to try expert on that. But anyway, I have this awesome protection deck from the Charred Gambit. Notable things, it leans into some readying, which again I guess implies using Iceman's freeze response. Or is it response or interrupt? Freeze interrupt. Which means Cryokinetic Perception and Ice Slide, I think, are paramount. So obviously get cards like Ever Vigilant, which is aerial. I can't play that unless I am aerial, and you get that through Ice Slide. So yeah, I can see some reasonings behind Charred Gambit's choices of cards, but we'll get to that towards the end. We'll see how we go first. Underground Distribution, I have to put out Defense Network with a threat of 3. Klaw starts on 12 hit points. He's got a double boost. I'll flip this over. Maximum threat value of 6. When revealed, I've got to discard cards here. I'm just going to shuffle it again. So we get a minion and we put that in play. Now, Iceman has got hit points of 11. I'll go through Iceman stuff as I play him, right? No worries. All right, let's see which minion we get. Someone good, please. Okay, nothing yet. Shadows is gone, thankfully. Hey, Armored Guard. Okay, Armored Guard comes in with Tough and Guard. Okay, so Iceman. Bobby. I'll call him Bobby. Hand size of 6, Alter Ego, 5 in Hero, 4 Recovery, and he's got the 1/2/2. That can be amped up with the Ice Slide. Oops, 2 Toughs there, 1 Guard. All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to see how this goes. Thank you once again, Charred Gambit, for the deck. Hope I can do it some justice. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, immediately. Professor Charles Xavier. Won't be able to pay for Frozen Solid. So what could I get? Could get either one of these, eh? Electrostatic Armor. Let's just put that down. Others, I'm not too fussed. All right, let's get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. All right. I think I know what I'm going to do. Let us flip across. I'm going to put out Utopia. Cost of 2. Gonna have Iceman attack the Armored Guard, giving him Frostbite. play Xavier. When I do, I can use Utopia to recover Iceman. I'll have Charles confuse Klaw, and then I'll have him thwart off the defensive network. I've still got another play here. What I'll do, I'm holding on to electrostatic armor. I might have Iceman put a frostbite on Klaw. Oh, I can't do that. I can't attack him. So it's going to have to be on the guard, armored guard. Okay, 2 frostbites on the armored guard. Let's ready up. I've got the professor to block anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Forge might be the play. See how we go. All right, scheme goes up 1. Klaw will hit for something. I'll have Professor get in the way. So hit for 2. Hit for 4. The Professor is gone. Armored Guard won't hit for anything because it's frostbitten, but he loses all his frostbites, and we get the encounter card. Sonic Boom, either spend. I can't do that, so exhaust. All right, Sonic Boom laid me out. Luckily, I've got Forge. I'm going to play cost of 2, which brings Forge out, allows me, Iceman, to ready up using Utopia. I've got these 2 left. So what I'll do, this okay. It looks okay. Oh, Forge, I can pick up a support and add it to my hand. There's only one other. It is the X-Jet. So I'm going to use that most likely as a resource. Well, I could even hold on to it. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to have Forge actually hit the guard to get rid of him. It's gone. I am going to have Iceman swing for 2. Klaw, bringing him down to 10, giving him frostbite. And then I'm going to play Arctic Attack. Cost of 2. Deal 6 damage to an enemy with frostbite. So he goes down to 4. And I'm going to flip over and ready up. Let's get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Shadowcat would be good, but yeah, anyway. The game goes up 1 to 2. Klaw is confused, nothing happens. Encounter card, weapons runner. That surges. Klaw is a little bit stronger. Okay. What we're going to do, I'm going to flip over. That. I'm going to have Iceman swing to get rid of weapon runner. I might, cost of 3, put in Shadowcat. And I'm going to play Honorary X-Men on Iceman, giving him 1 extra, so he's on 12 now. Hold on to team building, and I've got Shadowcat. Oh, I use Utopia to ready up Iceman. I've got Shadowcat. She can thwart the 2, get rid of that. And I'll have Iceman attack again for 2. Put another frostbite on Klaw. Okay, let's ready up. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one of them. 2. Let's see if I put 2 there. Yeah, okay. All right. Scheme goes up 1. Klaw's going to hit for -1. just going to stand and take it. So -0 doesn't exhaust me. I don't get stunned and I don't have to exhaust. Encounter card. Masters of Mayhem. I've got to find. I haven't got a Master of Evil. I have to find one. And I think I'm going to use. Oh, I'm going to have to use. I might put in Melter just because he's a little bit not as strong as the others. Melter. Okay. Melter comes in. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do we got? I want to put in. We'll put in team building. Two, three, a 3. Okay. Gonna have Iceman put a frostbite on Klaw. Effectively, oops, actually, flipping him over. One revealed. Oh, I've got to put in. What about that? Immortal Klaw. 3. Okay. So he's up to 28. 28. Okay. All right, I put him on there. That might change things. 1, 2. 1. Yep, okay. I'm going to put team building down for cost of 2. Then I'm going to put big down essentially for the cost of 1 because I'm using team building to pay for that, and I can exhaust Utopia to ready up Iceman. Now, Beak, after you play Beak from your hand, remove 1 threat from the scheme for each X-Men ally you control. I control 3 of them. Let's take out Immortal Klaw. Down to 18 again. Now, can we get rid of... Can't. I'll just have Beak. Thought for 1. Gonna have Iceman add another frostbite to Klaw. And hit him for another 2, so down to 16. It's gonna flip over. With my cool off ability, I can choose 2 cards that are ice traded. I'll use Ice Slide and Frozen Solid. Can shuffle that back into the deck. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's deal ourselves. Ready up, and let's deal 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Colossus there. Maybe a chill out. See how we go. Scheme goes up 1. Klaw will scheme for 0 plus nothing. Discard 1 card from random. Scheme nothing. Frostbites go away. Melter will scheme for 1. Goes up to 2. That one. Team building. Oh, it's alright. And encounter card. Hot-headed. Okay. I get the obligation. I can't heal up because I don't need to heal up. It's a really funky way, isn't it? Okay. 4, 5. Yeah. Could do that. I could do that. Arctic. Could just pay for 1. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's flip over. I'm on 12. Full health. Okay. I am going to I'll have Shadowcat port for 2. I am going to play Arctic, cost of 1 and team building 2. Deal 4 damage to an enemy and attach a Frostbite. When I attach a Frostbite to him, I've got to take 1 damage from the obligation, down to 11. It's going to have Forge, hit, get rid of Melter. Okay, what else have I got? Okay, now I can actually, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to use Iceman to put a Frostbite, another one, on Klaw. I take a damage. Klaw takes 2, is down to 14. And I will play Colossus, cost of 3. Reduce the cost of Colossus when the identity has an X-Men trait. Does use Utopia to ready up Iceman again. So I've got Colossus with a tough. Don't think I really need the tough. So I'm just going to have Colossus swing for 3. Claw down to 11. Going to have Iceman again, swing for 2. Down to 9. I do take 1, so I'm down to 9 as well. But there's another Frostbite on Claw. Okay, I think we're sweet. Let us ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty good. Pretty good cards. You can see Snow Clone and Ice Blast, maybe chill out. I want to flip down anyway. So Scheme goes up 1. Claw's going to attack for 0 plus something. I'll have Beak in the way there. So attack for 0, 0, 0. Beak is okay. Then we've got the encounter card. Both advances are gone. We've got an Armored Guard. Okay. Back to our turn. Might do again. I want to get down. Oh, Frostbites are gone. Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, maybe a 1. Okay. I'm gonna swing for Frostbite, take the tough off, take a damage down to 8. Gonna have Colossus hit for 3 to get rid of the guard. I'm gonna play cost of 2. I'm gonna play Snow Clone. That will allow me to exhaust Utopia to ready up Iceman. I'm gonna hold him for a bit. I'm gonna put Night Nurse down, cost of 1. Why not? She's got 3 tokens on her. Okay. 3 medical tokens. Okay, now I'm just gonna have Shadowcat just to be sure to get rid of that last threat. I'm gonna flip over. There's no Frostbites on there. I'm gonna recover, go up to 12 again. When I do, I get to discard Hot-Headed, which is good. Now let us ready up. Claw is on 9. I think we can get him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get the encounter card. Okay. Let's go. What have we got now? Scheme goes up 1. Claw schemes for 2 plus give him a tough. Goes up to 3. Got 2 encounter cards. First one just tidy that up. First one is Klaw heals 4, so he's up to 13 again. Okay. And discard 1 card from at random. Okay. That one. Ice Wall. Fair enough. Alright, our turn. What are we going to do now? Okay. I'm going to flip over. I am going to hit Klaw to put a Frostbite token on him. Take off that tough. Power belts. Yeah. Nice. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yep. Okay. Use team building and 1 resource to play power belts. Oh no, power belt doesn't have any team building traits. So team building and power of all of us to put in let me see. Team building to put in no, not team building then. Let me just see. Get Snow Clone to hit him for 2 anyway. He's down to 11. Then I want to get Cryokinetic Perception down. But also, don't think I need to. Maybe Frozen. I'm going to play Frozen Solid on him. Cost of that's ice. So I can use 2. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll use Power Belt. Okay, Frozen Solid is on him. And I think we're good. I might just have Beak. Get rid of 1 threat. It's down at 2. All right. Right, let's ready up. It's got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Scheme goes up to 3. Frozen Solid is gone away. He gets another Frostbite on him. Nothing happens. And then we get Encounter card. Armored Guard. Always someone. Okay. Okay. Perception's 2 there. Okay. Yeah. Can do that. Okay. Okay. Gonna have Iceman knock the tough off, give a Frostbite, do the Armored Guard. I'm going to play Team Building exercise to reduce the cost of Ice Blast. Cost of 2. I'm going to go in for it. Let's put Frostbites on each of enemies in play and deal 3 damage to them. So Armored Guard is gone. Another 3 damage to Claws down to 8. Have Snow Clone do another 2, so down to 6. Oh, yeah, I didn't figure that one out. Okay, fine. I'm going to hold on to these 2. And let's ready up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another Ice Blast. Okay. Scheme goes up to 4. Claw is on -1. He's going to attack. I'm just going to stand and take it. -1. He's on 1 now. 1, and deal 1 damage. So 11. And he's going to deal another damage to me. 1. Okay. Which means I am stunned. Hassle. It's okay. Then Encounter card. Weapons runner. Counter card. It's got retaliate. Okay, he's fighting. He's fighting until the end. 1, 2. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have Iceman ping that stun off. Then I'm going to have him, what doesn't kill me, cost of 2, heal up 2, and ready back up. Then I'm going to have Iceman attack weapons runner, get rid of it. And I'm using team building and a double resource to play Shadowcat, which can ready up Iceman again. Shadowcat will thwart for 2, take that down to 2. Iceman is going to swing for 2. That Klaw down to 4, but I do get retaliated on, down to 11. Put the frostbite on him. Gonna have the snow clone. Take that. Oh, I've got to pause this. Sorry about that. There was a phone call there to take it. Okay. Now, geez, I hope I remembered where I was up to. Claw's down to 4. I just gave him another frostbite. I think. Oh yeah, I have the snow clone attacking him for 2. I can't remember, but he does get retaliated on. May need to have changed that to 2. I'm not too sure, but let's just for the sake of it say I didn't have to. Let's ready up. Okay, let's draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arctic attack is probably all I need. All right, scheme goes up 1. Klaw is going to attack for 1 plus something. I'm just going to have the snow clone deal with it. Going to deal with 1. Hits for 1. Deck out. Get an acceleration token. Okay, just shuffling. Okay. Both zeros to 1. Anyway, that is enough to take out the snow clone. Doesn't get stunned. Takes the frostbite off. Counter card. Whirlwind. Alright. Don't think I have to deal with Whirlwind. I think I can win this. Shadowcat is going to thwart for 2. Take that to 1. Klaw. Okay. I'm going to spend a resource of each type to get rid of Klaw's retaliate, just because I can. Maybe draw this out a little bit more. Let's see. I'm going to frostbite Whirlwind for 2. Then I'm going to team build Ice trait and another one to play Arctic attack to blow him away. I'm just going to try and clear the board. Okay, and let's ready up. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Scheme goes up 2 to 3. Claw's going to hit for 2. I'm going to have Shadowcat deal with this 2. 3, 4. 3, 4. Shadowcat's gone. Counter card. Sonic Boom. Either spend that or exhaust each of your players. Can I? Okay, I'm just going to exhaust. All right. Let's go 4 for the kill. Okay, I'm going to put Forge down for the cost of 1 plus a team building. And I get to look for a support. X-Jet is the one. Put it in. Okay. Forge is going to swing for 1. Klaw down to 3. Iceman can ready up. I'm going to put Big Bad Colossus down. Cost of 3. Just going to have Colossus hit for 2. Hit for 3, actually. Beating Klaw. Yeah, that was it. That was pretty straightforward. That was a pretty powerful deck to deal with, obviously, standard. The Charred Gambit has used his deck to beat the likes of Expert Thanos and Expert Magneto, so it is pretty powerful. Look, to be totally transparent, I had been playing in Klaw Expert, and as I said at the beginning, it was super swingy. So I think my win rate, I played it a dozen times, seriously, with this deck, and it's about half-half. I won half of them, I lost half of them. So, yeah, actually, probably it was 60-40. I probably lost more than I won. Yeah, about 60-40. So say if I played 12, was that lost 7, maybe won 5. So yeah, so I wanted to just talk about the deck. It's a very strong deck, and a huge thanks to Charred Gambit again for allowing me to play it. Iceman's cards are generally very strong, so you want to build around that. And as I said as well, I think this deck does that because it works off the readying aspect, which implies that you want Iceman to be basic attacking, basically, or defending. And you need the 2 cards, Cryokinetic Perception and Ice Slide as your 2 clutch cards, which I try to go for, but you just kind of got to play it by ear, depending on your situation when you play the game. So I was aiming for it, but situation arose where other cards seemed better at the time. So generally these ones, I think once you get them out, they will really do some work for you. What I wouldn't include, generally I like to build, and this is probably a shortage on my behalf, a lot of like very thematic decks. So I wouldn't include the likes of Avengers Mansion, and I didn't have time to really play it in this deck, so that's something that I probably wouldn't have included. Armored Vest definitely would for Iceman, especially if you're playing protection. Why not? Electrostatic Armor I liked as well. It gives you that kind of retaliate. The Ever Vigilance I put in the middle. For me, they're very situational. Like, you need to have Ice Slide out, and if you flip down to Alter Ego, then you lose your Ice Slide. So for me, it makes Ever Vigilant a little harder to play, and they become very situational cards. So that's probably something that I wouldn't have put in my deck. But you saw I used it, and to good effect here. And again, different scenarios, it may call for it, so that's good. Honorary X-Men I can see, because you want to be able to play, you want to play the likes of Shadowcat when you're an Alter Ego if you need to, and you want to be able to use your X-Jet resource in Alter Ego if you need to as well. So that's a card that I generally play. Professor X definitely as well. He's super strong. He can take a chunk of threat off, and he can do so many things. I do love Colossus. Sometimes I don't know. Maybe in protection decks. Yeah, maybe I do. He's a pretty standard ally. Same with Forge. Angel's nice and cheap as well. So these 3 allies I definitely, I'm going to say I would include in my deck as well. They're pretty good. Night Nurse as well. She's good. Thematically, she helps everyone, doesn't she? Team building, I would, but I noticed there were 2 team buildings here. I probably would have used just the one. Because for me, Iceman has Power Belt, and what else does he have? There's Power Belt, Team Building, and X-Jet as well. He's got a lot of ways to generate resources or to help pay for stuff. So yeah, I would typically put 1 in there, but it's great with 2. That's what you want to go for as well. And team building is very strong with Iceman. That's absolutely sure. Utopia, absolutely a must. X-Jet, yeah, I would. Actually, that would be an iffy for me. It's good because it becomes a handy resource for Forge, especially if I've got Utopia down. Shadowcat, yeah, I do like Shadowcat. I don't play her that often in there, but she does have good thwart, so I can see what Charred Gambit was doing there. It's a strong ally with strong thwarting ability. Beak as well is someone I'll put in more recently. He's really good with thwarting, especially if you have 3 allies out. That's 3 threat gone already. So he's pretty. I think he's pretty cool. Whatever doesn't kill me, of course. If you want to do the readying, this is certainly a must. And I do include it into my Iceman decks here and there. But what do I tend to do with Iceman decks? To tell you, I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but I've had not much luck with Iceman protection decks. So, you shouldn't be learning from me. I've had far more great success with aggression and with justice as well. And then finally, the resources. Yes, with protection cards, apart from the allies being quite expensive, yeah, I'd rather put in power of cards in there as well, especially when you have so many basic allies. So yeah, there's some differences there. Ever Vigilant, an extra copy of Team Building and Avengers Mansion, which I typically wouldn't put in myself, but it has opened my eyes to actually that, and later on with Daring Lime's deck, this idea of putting multiple copies of cards that you only can have 1 of. I mean, not to say that Team Building, you can actually have 2 Team Buildings. It doesn't say there's a maximum. But you can't, what I've learned is with Team Building exercise, you can't use it to reduce the cost of the same card. So you've got to use this to reduce the cost of a card, and the other one that you have, you reduce the cost of another card. But yeah, this is not a good example, but say, what am I saying? Under Surveillance, which I think in Daring Lime's deck he has multiple copies of. I'm usually not a fan of putting multiples in because I find that you have dead cards, but I'm starting to see the light of, because you have the more likelihood of getting it, or if you do lose it, you can get it again easily. So that's a method that is not that common for me, for my usual kind of way of deck building. But yeah, I love seeing these differences. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that playthrough. Maybe Charred Gambit. Maybe I'll come back and do Klaw Expert again. And win or loss, I'll just post it up. But I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. Yeah, Klaw is always fun. But you can see, like with Iceman, there was a fair level of control there. Anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Keep an eye out for the next videos. As I said, I have Boom Guy's Star-Lord pool deck, and I've got Daring Lime's Jubilee Justice deck. I've both got them built. I had a little playthrough with the Star-Lord one. I felt like, I don't know, I was a kid behind a semi-trailer. Just really didn't know how to pilot it. But I'm just going to get accustomed to it a little bit more. And yeah, when I'm kind of comfy with it, I'm gonna play it for you guys. And again, we'll go through the differences. Let me know if you find this interesting. I certainly do find it. I'm very curious about how people deck build and how people approach play. That's why I love watching people do their playthroughs. And I hope you enjoy my playthrough. I hope you can kind of see a style or a pattern that I tend to go towards. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, as always, happy gaming. Catch you later.